Going live on YouTube is, I mean, not live, but going on YouTube is not for the weak. You notice everything.
Boy.
All right. Welcome to this week's episode of Reals and Feels. Look, I'm adjusting shit. Look. Okay. Let me make sure.
It's too late for me.
It's too late for you?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm locked in the
baby.
trash.
It's trash. You locked in?
I'm locked in. I'm just gonna keep it consistently bad.
Got you.
Yeah, that way I don't set my expectations to the floor.
Keep them on the floor.
Okay. Okay. I like how you guys are approaching this. Myself, I'm a little more. My stomach is tight. Last week my ass was tight. This time it's my stomach.
I mean, you're glowing. Your skin shining. You looking good, girl. You
got a light right in front of you, don't you?
Yeah, they looking at you. I ain't worried no more.
Yeah. All right. Well, then,
watch Grease.
Watch Grease. Let's see how we do that. All right.
Yeah.
You like that? all focus on me. They're gonna be. You need to dust that. Like no. No, we ain't doing that. Nah, that's cute though, but no. Shit. I'm your host T Greasy with my co-host
Janelle,
my producer extraordinaire
C Major.
Let's get right into the touchy subject. I've been avoiding. I've not been doing my job. Not avoiding, but I haven't really been on it. So, you got a touchy subject for us, Miss Janelle?
I do, man. So, every now and then, because I'm a geek, I be like on that superhero shit, and I've asked y'all before what superpower you would want and shit like that, right? Mm-hmm. Well, today I'm wondering if you could give a loved one a superpower, who would you give it to and what would it be?
Ooh.
Y'all need me to set it off?
Yeah, please. Let me hear an example.
I would give my niece clairvoyance. She's already got a lot of superpowers as it is. Mm-hmm. I think that if she could clearly see the future, she's not gonna be no type of hero or villain, or she don't have time for that shit. Fuck all that. But I think she would be benevolent with her knowledge, and she's a hustler, so she's gonna get crazy money. So I think she would take that and thrive, and win with that. That's it.
C Major.
I think off the top, the first thing came to mind. I would have to I gotta bring back Keish, and she got to get the Lazarus effect, because I feel like she's died more than one time.
Oh,
we just got lucky. I've heard her breathing heavy, and I've heard some breathing at the night, and I was like, "Oh, you just came back from something." So,
you were on the other side.
You was on the other side up until the moment you heard me hit the dresser or something. Like,
oh shit!
So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind for me.
Oh shit! I'm still not ready. Let me see this. I would give my entire immediate family, with the exception of.
There you go. You done changed it all up.
Oh no, one person. Okay, my bad.
You can give it one
person. One person.
She getting a whole squad together with.
Hey man, I like where she's going with this.
Well, because they all have the same. They can all use this.
It's genetics, Miss Janelle.
They can all use a little. Okay. I'm gonna empower the superpower of speed. To
piss me off.
To my dear partner and lovely spouse. That's it. I'm not getting in any more trouble.
I feel you. I was going to give Lisa some sort of increased brain capacity, but that's going to be used against me too.
Wow.
Not wait.
You're trying to get whooped up on.
That's crazy.
For memory.
Memory. Yeah, clean that up, bro. Clean it up.
Yes.
Grab the broom.
But then I see that 100% going against me.
Oh if her memory's top tip top, and yours is
out of fucking, you know how we get this drinking a little bit, man. Don't worry about that, baby. I'll take care of that in X amount of days, and then X amount of days comes, and I don't need that stress.
Like with the homie, I don't even want him to have X-ray vision. I just want him to have regular vision. I want him. I want him to have a vision to see the crumbs on the counter, or like, you didn't see that to sweep that up. Like what?
Oh shit!
Just tighten up.
He said this nigga don't even need 20/20. He can have 30/27. Like this, his vision
he can
tweak it a little more.
You know when the eye doctor be like, now? How about now? Better or worse?
Little tweakage.
Just a little something. I got you.
I don't need it beaming through walls. No, just see the
nah. And speed. I don't need the speed of flash.
Yeah.
No. I don't need nothing that came from space and blew up a lab and they happen to be there. No.
You don't need her to get electrocuted. And
no. Extra shit. Just a little speed. Just a little top, you know. What's some shoes that they used to sell in East Bay? Try to help you get faster over there in the track section of the East Bay. Just a little bit, and I would spread the love. Like I said, if I could expound upon your touchy subject just a little bit, because it triggered a memory for me. Back when we used to have family outings, go out to dinner or go to the mall and go shopping and stuff like that, and finding a parking space. And I'm about business, you know. I'm ready to get in, get out. I get out of the car. I'm on the curb. I've walked away from the car, closed the door. I'm by the door of the mall walking in just to turn around. And I'm talking. Just to turn around and find that I'm talking to myself. I don't see any of my family with me. They're still back at the vehicle. I don't know, brushing their teeth. I don't know what they're doing in the nigga. Putting on their shoes. I don't know what happened from the house to the mall parking lot. But it takes 20 minutes for people to get out of the car. It always was a mystery to me anyway. So I'm ready to lock up. I done locked the door. Like, beep, beep. I'm talking and having a good time. I'm like, yeah, so what mall we about to hit? I think I'm gonna go to I'm talking to myself. Bammas is still in the car getting dressed.
And get inside. I wonder if they still got the snickerdoodles in the
Nobody hears you.
Yeah, nobody hears me. They're still back there. They're having their own conversation. Probably on how to ditch me, but you know. Here we go. Anyway. This week for me, kind of, I'm in work has been, you know, working. You know, Bammas are back now. They're in full swing this week. Everybody's returned from whatever vacations, except for one or two who did it the right way. A couple of people saved all their time for the end of the year, knew that shit was gonna re-up on the 1st, and was like, I'll see y'all sometime. What is it? President's Day. I'll see y'all there. And shout out to them because they did it right. I need to figure out a way to take a month off. I need to figure out how to take the whole month of January off. I hate January. I hate beginning the year with people coming back and being, I don't know, somehow forgetting what they were doing before they left, right? So my biggest issue is Bama's coming back from vacation and they be on some bullshit. And what I mean by that is you had no problem leaving. You had no problem rolling out. You left everything. You know that shit was going to be due on the 8th. You knew that shit you needed to put your stamp of approval on, or you knew you needed to tweak some code or whatever the case may be because your product or your situation is due on the 8th, the 9th, the 10th. But no, you left the shit of shambles December 20th You ain't think about it. And here it is, January 8th, and now everything is, oh, I got to get it done by now. Hey, T, can you help me with No. You didn't care about it then. I care less about it now.
It's real shit.
I have other things that have bumped you off my list of to-dos. And so whatever fire you're in the middle of, survive it. And that's no disrespect to people who are actually going through fires, but as far as work is concerned, nah, sorry. Can't do it. Won't do it. Can't play with them. Can't coach with them. Can't do it. Can't do it.
It's always very interesting to me the way that, it happens a lot when people come off a vacation, but just in general, how people will try to make their emergency your issue. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I tell people often, it's just etched in. Payroll is my priority. I may or may not be able to assist you with that. Mm-hmm. So you might want to come up with a plan. Stop talking to me, because all day, every day, week to week, payroll is my priority. Yes, I know how to do other things. Yes, I have the answer. I have the answer you're looking for, but not right now, because my actual job is my priority.
I feel you on that, nigga. Especially being the most tenured motherfucker in my current position. And
oh God, that's scary.
Yo, first of all, niggas is wild.
When you look around, you like, I'm the man.
Yo, like when your supervisor coming to you for answers, like
no good. It's no good.
I'm like, at least I know job security right now, isn't? I don't have to worry about that.
But still,
also,
you're the subject matter expert now. They're coming to you.
That's just crazy. So if the shit burns, I mean, hey, baby, it's a good ride. Y'all did this to yourselves. That's how I look at it.
Y'all left C Major in charge.
You did this to yourself. And here we are.
I can see C Major now standing at the little desk, slowly hitting enter as the whole entire bay just goes up in smoke. Like
I said, my resume was on fire when I handed it to you. So why?
My whole onboarding process was mayhem. Like, I failed the drug test the first time. Like, it was not supposed to be here.
They gave you a second chance. They
gave me a second chance.
Go in the back and take this again.
Buddy, nigga.
Take your cousin back there and take this test again.
Oh my gosh.
Take Mr. Titan in the back.
Yeah, he's good. We know he's good.
We know he's good. Figure this out.
Look, because little did I know. Look, we need to fire your current manager to bring somebody else. We need somebody we're comfortable with to at least make sure that it was. Yeah. So yeah, I'm with all that shit. Fuck all that shit you on. If I feel like it's directly going to affect my workflow, by all means, if I got time, I'm gonna do what I do, assist. But yeah, this is all the result of terrible management from the higher ups on down. So,
and see, that's my thing, right? Like for me, it's always you don't have an idea of just how much time or effort it's going to take me to do my part. And so my part is always kind of last minute. Like we work in 3-week sprints, 3 weeks. We try to plan out 3 weeks worth of work for each individual on my team. And so I like to have mine scheduled a month out, like 2-3 months in advance. So if it's not something that I had on my radar and you come with your shit smoking and burning, dude, I'm already at capacity. You're going to have to talk to my boss. Oh, my boss is out too? Damn. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you at this point. So again, like you said, C Major, is something that ultimately is going to fuck up my workflow. Then I have to stop what I'm doing to address it. But I'm one of those people that's like, so my workload was already pre-planned. And if I stop and do this and handle this fire, I'm going to need you to talk to your partner over there on this product and tell them they're going to be delayed because you made a mistake. Or, whatever, however you want to word it. If I say it, that's what I'm going to say.
That's what I was going to say. I'm coming from me.
Yeah, I'm giving you the opportunity to talk whatever project management talk amongst yourselves to make it not seem as bad as what I think it is. Because I'm running your name through the mud. So yeah, that was my week back when people coming back and want to talk some craziness. Had an interesting conversation with one of the nieces. I'm gonna put this under the green room. Got a text yesterday from one of the nieces. Started up a group chat with her sister, myself, my spouse, and mom. I think mom was on her way over here for the weekend. We doing every now and she'll come over here, kick it with us, and then she'll be at T-Booms. And so in the midst of her, I guess, packing and cleaning off her car and coming here, one of the nieces was like, "Yo, what's up with these dates with Aunt T? Because I keep asking and I'm not getting the answer." So her older sister decides to start a group chat and put everybody in it. And it's like, here, like there, just ask her, like, what is the problem? And then there was no message from the little sister. And then the big sister is, AJ wants to know if she can have a date. I'm like, oh, is this a meeting? Is this where you're supposed to be asking for a date, AJ? And her response is yes. Little did I know there's a whole meltdown occurring at the actual house because why did you start the group chat? You're always in my business. That's why I act like the big sister sometimes. Like they're beefing.
Oh,
it's full beef mode going on over at T-Boom's house. I'm hearing about it when Ma gets here. She's like, "Oh, the girls are I left them.
It's a tizzy.
It's a tizzy." So I said, okay, that explains. So then big sis leaves the chat. Was like, fuck it, fine. Kind of like, fine.
Because if you want the answer, I'm telling you how to get the answer. Now you know. I get it.
I felt like she was trying to help move the conversation, but little sis was not. She wanted to do it by herself in her own way, and I'm like, I'm fine either way, right? My only rule is we got to plan it. I understand now when I used to do this to my mom back in the day. I want to spend the night at such and such house. No, nobody has plans for that. Their mom is going to go home and do whatever drug they're doing. Or like, you have no idea what's going on at the house. And that's where I'm at. I'm like, if I need to plan this, I've got to put certain things up. Like I have a routine on the weekends that I like to relax and chill. That's going to have to be put on ice. I'm going to have to come up with activities because they're young. You got to be active with them. It ain't gone are the days that you come spend the night and lay in a room and watch tapes, VHS tapes or DVDs all night. Nah, these kids want you to do shit with them, play games and go somewhere. So we got to plan that out. That's not something that you just spring up on a damn near 50-year-old auntie. Like, nah, I gotta stretch. If we gonna do something, I need to be ready to walk. I need to be ready to run. I need to be ready to jump. These are things. Like, imagine if
I need to be ready to catch you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Imagine if the mitten was still playground age. You can't do a lot of those things you did 10 years ago.
Yeah, you can't just jump up and get to it.
No.
She came about at the right time.
Right, you was
when
still
I still
young
had cartilage.
They coming at me. I'm in the middle of perimenopause. I got joint pain. I'm taking vitamins. You can't just come over here and just start playing. Like Auntie can't handle that. Shit hurts. I'm shit cracking. You can't just run up the stairs. I can't chase you. You run out the house, it's a wrap.
You got it.
You got it. You're gone. And now T-Boom and
Now we gotta have
finest,
a discussion.
Right. Now they try to find the county's finest are out searching for you. So yeah, that's what I mean by planning. I gotta change my diet. Like things. It's a lot of preparation. Yeah, a lot of preparation. So that went on yesterday, and I think we got a date, or we're at least coming close to a plan. But I am also counting on the severe ADHD that my niece has, because I think she's gone on and started playing with something else. I never got an answer to my question. So I'm gonna let her figure it out on her own time. I'm not even gonna rush her. Like, you got the text now. You can respond when you think about it again. So, but I thought it was really cute because as Mom was leaving, he's like, "Hey, I'm going to spend some time with your auntie. Well, can I visit you at Auntie's house?" And like, that doesn't even make.
She thought she found the loophole.
Yeah.
She tried it. Yeah, no, that's not how it works. No. So that's what I was dealing with yesterday. Thought I had a good leg for the playoffs yesterday, and I didn't. First of all, what the hell? Houston came out of nowhere.
Just came out of nowhere. Niggas just started playing consistent after being so inconsistent, and
I'm excited though. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it for Houston. I love D'Amico as a coach. I love CJ Stroud.
I love all the blackness.
Yes, I love how black Houston is, and I love that they upset a team that everybody thought was going to go. So, or at least move on from that round. So I'm pretty excited about Houston making it. I like the upset of balance over there.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Fuck Joe Mixon, because man, just fuck Joe Mixon. I ain't gonna get into it. Shout out to Nico Collins. You did what you supposed to do.
Shout out to C Major for placing my legs. And then quickly waking up and texting me and saying, "Hey, cash out now." You know what's good for you. Look at what's going on here.
I woke up in just the worst situation. I saw the score. Fucking Pittsburgh gets stopped. Baltimore scores again. I'm like, I don't know, T. It was crazy, and that's how that wild shit worked.
Hold on. Before you finish, let me set it up.
Okay.
This one particular leg, Miss Janelle, is an over-under. And it was the Baltimore-Pittsburgh game, and the number is 42 and a half or 43 and a half.
I think it's 43 and a half.
43 and a half. So I bet that the game combined score from both teams would be under 43 and a half. I'm thinking cold weather. It's Pittsburgh. It's Baltimore. They both have stout defenses. And while I know they can get to the 40s, I could count on Baltimore to get them there. I wasn't crazy about Pittsburgh getting there. But I had no idea that Baltimore was going to be just scoring at will. So here we are, middle of the fourth quarter. See Major text me, "Yo, check the score. It's plenty of time. Baltimore just scored again. Were we at 42 points at that point?"
No, we were at like 30 something, but this was like fresh into halftime, like out of halftime.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. Yeah. So we at halftime and we're already close to 40 points. C Major's like, "Yo, come on. You see what's happening. Let's take our money and run." Okay. And I took my money and run. And then the final score was Pittsburgh 14, Ravens 28. Could have stayed right there. Could have stayed right there. But that's the game. And that's why, Miss Janelle, how's your stock doing?
Funny you should mention.
How's the DraftKings portfolio looking for you, Miss Janelle?
Boy, oh boy. It is looking amazing. And while I hate AI, AI is now helping me with my
Oh shit! Look at you.
Okay.
my stocks. I'm gonna just say, keep doing what y'all doing.
Yes.
That's
All
what
right.
I'm glad you're making money because I did not yesterday.
Yeah. No.
I did not. I got scared. I ran, and I could have stayed where I was and waited out today's games to see what was going to happen. Now, let me tell you how sick I'm going to be if all the other games play out the way I originally planned, which is why I'm giving C Major an opportunity to line up the rest of the games exactly the way they were for today.
I was waiting, nigga. I
Put
was
me
waiting.
up.
I was like, I got this hot 10 for you.
Put the 10 on it. I'm taking it and I'm running with the rest of my over-unders for today.
Okay,
just
so look,
as they were.
Can y'all do me a favor?
What's that?
Can you all do a little more work in that particular app?
Okay.
While continuing to do what you need to do in the others.
Yes.
All right, because what's happening, right, is, you know, my ETF is doing lovely.
Got you.
But my big dog, he's down to 40 from 46. And I don't like that. You know, I feel like y'all can do more. Y'all can get us where we need to be.
I can definitely help you with that. C Major, I will be shipping you another $30.
All right.
And we're going to I'm gonna send you also some screenshots of some pics that I need lined up before today's games get started. And because Miss Janelle asked me, not because I have a problem. I will be logging on to the fantasy apps that are legal for me to participate in down here and throwing another 50 on today's games as we go. Before we move any further, Washington is playing today. So good luck to the Commanders in their away game versus Tampa Bay. I feel like it is a winnable game, but I'm happy to just be here. So I'm trying to prep myself because Baker has been playing like a maniac. So I'm trying to prep myself. Either way, I'm going to be okay. We're still ahead of schedule, but it would be nice to get past the first round. I think it's doable.
Okay.
I'll leave it there.
And I'm going to just mention to my loved ones, y'all included, 1-800-GAMBLER will help you if you feel like you've got an issue wherever you are.
She's not talking to me.
Actually,
that number will put you in contact with someone who can help you in your state.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move you to the middle so you can get your
for anyone who feels like they might have a problem with online gambling.
Anybody.
Again,
not me. Yeah.
Anybody.
Not us, C Major.
Not us.
Yeah. Not us.
Hey, if you're a listener, you a loved one. And I just I care about you. More than I care about my portfolio. I care about you all's well-being. And that you are enjoying these games in a healthy way.
Yes.
But if you're not, 1-800-GAMBLER will put you in contact with someone who can give you resources to help you with your situation in your state.
I agree wholeheartedly, but giving the Pittsburgh Steelers 9.5 points was bananas.
Crazy.
And the fact that the Ravens covered was crazy. That is crazy in today's NFL.
It almost makes you wonder. The line for the Denver and Buffalo game went down a point. It was 8.5. It's now 7.5. So,
I'll connect with you. I got a couple of things that I need done before the game start. They start at what, 4 today?
Or they at 1? No. Yeah, the Buffalo Denver game is at 1.
Oh yeah, we gotta get. I think I might stay away from that. That one is scary to me.
That one is 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's move on. Got a couple of topics. Got a couple of Jod news joints we want to talk about. So
wait, I want to hear about Major's week. God damn.
Oh, my bad. Shit.
Oh.
Go ahead, Miss. Go ahead, Major. My bad.
Oh, I mean, I was just so ready to move on with. That shows how eventful my week was. I had no. I was not a contrarian to us moving forward. But no, work was chill. The baby is just growing every day, smiling, laughing, playing. So I'm just enjoying that. Taking in fatherhood. Simple stuff, nothing crazy on this end. Like T said, the Commanders made it to the postseason, so that's something I'm looking forward to watching. It's one of those bittersweet things where you get the late primetime game because it's like, finally your team got some respect. But as a working individual, now I gotta stay up.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna be up to about 10, 11 o'clock.
About 11, yeah. Who knows if it go to overtime? But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just chilling out here.
Okay. Miss Janelle, did you want to fill us in about your week, or you?
Hey man. Celebrated the Don this week. Milestone birthday.
Yes.
She out here making 50 look amazing.
Slim. Yes.
Shout out to my whole crew though. Y'all really, and even though you and your lovely spouse are only 6 months older than me, y'all make me happy moving forward. Like my team it's only getting liver. I'm watching y'all get liver as y'all get older, so had a great time celebrating with her. Work was work, whatever. As I was telling y'all earlier, I sat with some hip hop, in the car. My playlist is gonna be what it is, and as I was explaining, if y'all don't mind me reiterating for the listeners, Jadakiss, like, he kind of got on my nerves. I got out the car and I was like, I don't like the way that he made me feel.
Okay.
I was listening to Knock Yourself Out, right? And he sets it off. She said she was a model for 1.5 years. That's probably pretty interesting.
Yeah, I like where this is going. Yeah.
She's seen the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
She take her hair out, take the pins out, her hair fall down. Okay, cool. All right.
Got you. Yeah.
So then he's like, I know a man, he was just up north with a guy left up north, but he was the chef up north.
Yeah.
Like, just cornstarch to the plot. You know what I
mean? Yeah, for sure.
This is her man.
Jet setting lady. Her man is a hustler. It's about to be crazy.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm KI double.
Whoa.
Who cares? Anyway, like, fuck all that. I'm KI double.
I know these two. I'm KI double.
I know these two people who sound way more interesting. You know what I mean?
Anything I can tell you about Yonkers.
Anything that's going on in Yonkers. I'm invested in this model and this dope man. And then anyway, you're KI double.
Anyway, I'm KI double.
You can't feed me little bits of the story.
No.
And then abandon it.
Not even halfway through the first verse. What did we? Not even a quarter through the first verse, and he abandons the whole opening.
He just abandons it. And that's then crazy. The way he returns, he's like, "Oh, here go a blank check. Rock yourself out."
Nah.
And how do we get to the blank check? Like, what do we?
Maybe we're looking at this different from a different perspective. Maybe he's not abandoning the story. Maybe he's saying, "I know about your man. I heard the stories, but I'm KI double." Like, yeah. He was the chef up north.
Yeah.
But fuck all that.
But fuck all that. I'm me.
I'm KI. Okay.
Maybe that's
okay. Yeah. As I'm reading,
he diverted me. he diverted me, but my focus should have been
I know
of
you
that
got
is small.
yes.
Because I am KI double.
Yes. Is that what is it? What are the lyrics telling you, C Major?
So anyway, I'm KI double. All I do is get those spit flows, try to stay out of trouble.
Not interesting at all.
No.
Yeah, not interesting.
Compared to the chef, no.
But if you ready, we could move, just lose your man, or hit the dance floor. I'll show you how to do my dance. Or I might let you okay.
Go ahead.
Or I might let you play in the garden or sit up in the white thing and listen to the greatest of Marvin. The estate got 6 locations. Takes so long to get to the front once I miss probation. I hate to brag. I know your man really wouldn't like the Beretta, but he hate the mag.
Okay.
And yeah, here go a blank check. Rock yourself out. Damn, I thought he was but in the meantime, girl, knock it.
Yeah.
Goodness,
no, it didn't get deep. It didn't get deep at all. Not at all. Okay, I'm rolling with you, Miss Janelle. I want to know more about the chef.
He told us how uninteresting his life was.
Yes.
I get those spit flows and I stay out of trouble. Nobody cares about that. Tell me about this chef and this beautiful, luscious haired model.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt left out in the cold, and I didn't like it.
After further investigation, thank you, C Major, for pulling the lyrics up so quickly. I'm rolling with you. At first, I thought maybe he was going to say something so interesting about himself to make you forget about the chef, but he really didn't divulge a lot of information about himself.
Yeah, I mean, the estate got 6 locations. It takes so long to get to the front once I miss probation.
He's the chef.
Yeah.
Tell me more about the chef.
Yeah.
I'm rolling.
And
he said, I hate to brag.
Yeah, I hate to brag, but you didn't brag about anything.
No.
I hate the mag. Everybody hates the mag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nothing about this is interesting at all.
None of that is compelling. But if he would have got left up north, but he was the
chef up. I need to know more about that.
To know more about that.
That's the story.
Thank
you could have done it overnight. You could have done it over the same beat.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
One of my favorite songs of all was the story. I got a story to tell by Biggie. Was amazing. The beat was perfect, and he kept with the whole. He stayed on topic the entire time.
We were locked in.
Yeah.
Had
at the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
Even. Yeah. I'm with you, Mr. Dell. But see, that's why I don't listen to old hip hop anymore. No, I'm kidding. I do all the time, and it befuddles me. Old hip hop. We are
otherwise, my week was all right.
Cool. Cool. Let me tell you whose week wasn't all right. Skip Bayless and a couple other people at FS1. Skip Bayless offered former Fox Sports hairstylist $1.5 million for sex, according to this lawsuit. Longtime television sports firebrand is hilarious. Firebrand Skip Bayless is accused of making repeated unwanted sexual advances and offering $1.5 million to have sex with a former sports hairstylist, according to a lawsuit filed by a woman. This is from NBC News reporting this. The lawsuit filed Friday in Los Angeles. This is last Friday. Then a Fox Sports host trying to pressure plaintiff into. I'm not going to share her name. Into a sexual relationship, including allegedly offering her $1.5 million for sex after she told him of a cancer scare in 2021. That's crazy. NBC News does not typically identify people who allege sexual misconduct unless they have publicly identified themselves. And in this case, the person has, but I won't. You can find it yourself. The lawsuit also names popular host Joy Taylor. And this is how it flew across my timeline, because I'm in Facebook groups where there are a lot of immature folks. I'll put it like that. And so when Joy Taylor was also mentioned in this lawsuit, there was a lot of questions about what exactly did Joy Taylor do. Well, according to the plaintiff, Joy Taylor told her to get over it. When Fox Sports 1 executive Charlie Dixon allegedly groped her at a party, Joy Taylor's response was, just get over it. Taylor and Dixon did not immediately respond to the request for comment on Monday. The suit alleges that the defendant, who says worked on a part-time and then full-time basis at Fox starting in 2012 until her firing in 2024, began working with Bayless in late 2016 while he was co-hosting the show Undisputed after he requested she do his hair. Taylor was the moderator on the show. Soon after requesting weekly haircuts, Bayless began initiating unwanted touching in the form of lingering hugs in which he would put his body up against the victim, and press against her breasts, according to the suit. That turned into kisses on the cheeks and inappropriate comments, including calling her voluptuous. Mr. Bayless then started being more aggressive and direct in his advances, where the victim continuously declined, stating that she did not want to date at work as she is a single mom and needed her job, the suit states. After discussing the issue with a coworker, both decided it would be detrimental to report the situation since Fox protected powerful men, according to the suit. Instead, the suit states that the victim decided to be kind toward Bayless or risk losing the job. This is classic SH, sexual harassment. Skip Bayless had a lot of clout, a lot of power there. We've heard subsequent mentions of Fox Sports and other news sports channels having kind of a slush fund for events for things like this. Like, they know, instead of addressing or getting rid of the problem people, they move them around to different shows. They maybe suspend them for a while. They'll go missing for a few weeks. Then they pop back up on a lower rated program, but they don't necessarily get rid of these personalities because money. Stephen A. Smith breaks silence on Skip Bayless amid sexual harassment lawsuit. Polarizing former ESPN and Fox Sport host Skip Bayless finds himself in an unenviable, what is that word?
Unenviable.
Enviable, thank you. Situation. He's 73. Wow, y'all really, guys, just okay. Let's get to what Stephen A. had to say. Stephen A. Smith made his feelings on the situation perfectly clear during Monday's episode of the Stephen A. Smith Show. This is, I believe, his podcast. Here's what I would tell you. I've known Skip for 25 years. I can't imagine it. Especially when they brought up the $1.5 million. Skip Bayless, I know, has a hard time giving $15 away. He's one of the cheapest people I know, but that doesn't mean that I had any inside knowledge about any of this. I don't, and I'm not going to get involved. Then don't, is my answer.
And then why do you say some fuck shit like, why do you frame it like he wouldn't part with that money? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's almost like, why would another, when rape occurs and people are like, why would he do that? He could be with anybody. Like, Slim, you don't know anything about that dynamic, especially if she mentioned that she had a cancer scare and he felt like she was vulnerable in that position.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck all that. We talking about pussy.
Sure.
Pussy has made motherfuckers part with a whole lot of things.
A whole lot.
Part with all the things. So let's not.
Part with respect. Part with
Part
with mustard
family.
You could be down to your last dip of ranch for your wings, and you give that. Like, I've seen it.
It's real shit.
We've seen it.
That whole thing. But what really saddens me is Joy Taylor's response. Because heaven only knows how many times she's had to just get over it.
Mm-hmm.
and where you've been pulled, what place you've been pulled down to offer that advice to someone else in the face of such harassment. Like it just all goes to how the system feeds itself and perpetuates itself to where, because I worked at a place where someone was harassed, and when they went to, HR about it, HR was like, that's just how he is. And that's how this kind of shit gets perpetuated.
Yep.
Is that part is what's sad to me, if that is true. But I don't put putting 1.5 on the pussy past any nigga who's got it.
No.
But then you got to look at yourself and figure out why the 1.5 was not appealing enough to let her for her to be like, I'll let you touch it. Like, then, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
wait a minute, say that again.
That's real shit. Nigga, you threw 1.5 on it.
As a man, because men feel like if I got enough dough, I can get it how I live. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What do I do? Like when I'm standing alone, when I'm alone in my room.
Sometimes I stay at the wall.
Right. Like when I offered up the 1.5 and she said, 1.5 to let you touch it? Nah.
No.
What? How gruesome. Like, then I don't know how the male ego work. I know it has sent many men to their demise.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I can picture that sending somebody over the edge.
That's crash out. That's crash out initiation right there.
Okay.
Yeah. 1.5. Cause I know niggas. We've talked about niggas that trip out over. I took this bitch to Burger King. Like we talked about those
popcorn,
niggas.
Shrimp, strawberry lemonade,
and this bitch gonna act like I can't. Why you? What you mean you ain't gonna cut? Bitch, I'm me. That Five Guys wasn't free. What are you talking about?
Five Guys not being free is crazy. Popcorn, shrimp, and strawberry lemonade. Classic line out of an Outkast song, but it's real shit. See, and I think that's also the thing that kind of like we through the era of hip hop, and I'm off of Skip Bayless. I'm gonna answer your question because it's Skip Bayless. Because it's Skip Bayless. I think if he was more of a likable person, and I'm only saying that because I'm not seeing that. Here's an instance in which your character that you play on TV is coming back to bite you in the ass a little bit. Because I'm not seeing a lot of support for Skip, at least in my social media, in my timeline. I'm only talking about what I see. And if the closest thing to support is Steven saying, I can't see him parting with $15, but I'm minding my business, that ain't support, bruh. Mm-hmm. That's just not support. And so that on that, Skip, I think it's just Skip. It's just the personality that he's portrayed over the past 10 years that I've seen on both ESPN and FS1. And it's just not a very likable person. And so you can offer me 1.5, but it's Skip. Like, and I'm cheaper than 1.5. You can.
That's gotta be soul crushing.
Because he looked like a vampire too, though.
She smashed many niggas for free.
For free. She's a single mother.
She's a single mom.
Yeah.
And you can't even get
you can't put 1.5 on it.
It's cringy, it's nasty.
It's gruesome.
It's gruesome. It is. It is. But to your point, C Major, the crash out over checkers is real. Yeah. I grew up Miss Janelle and I grew up on hip hop that told us what we weren't getting. If I were to listen to hip hop, I wasn't gonna get no dinner. I was gonna get picked up, humped on, and dropped off. Or put in a cab. That's what hip hop was telling me was going to happen to me in the 2000s. So this this new tricking if you it ain't tricking if you got it mentality is a little later on.
Hey man, it's always tricking. Number one, but
tell them.
But at that point,
100%.
Just buy the robot.
There you
because
go.
what the sex dolls, they like what 100,000, 150,000, where you could program them and shit, and they'll talk sweet to you and shit, and they mouth stay like all the time. You know what I'm saying? Buy the robot, because if a warm-bodied honey don't want the 1.5,
shit. Get
buy the robot.
This is who the robot is for.
This is who the robot is for.
You got 1.5. Right. If you got 1.5 to blow.
Yeah. Buy the robot.
I'm with you. All right. From one sexual harassment situation to another. This one's kind of wild though. Yeah. Trey Songz pleads with judge to toss $11 million judgment over alleged battery. He says it will ruin him. So let's get into what we're talking about here.
Let me find out. Trey got $11,500,000. Let me find out his net worth. This is $11 million
on the dot.
This nigga settled his court case, then he get the PNC alert, low cash mode.
Or how American Express will say, future transactions might be declined. In his lawsuit, this is a gentleman from Maryland Capitol Police.
Shit.
He said the musician and his security guards injured him when he was trying to save his wife from Trey's hotel room in 2021. This story is wild. Never mind the title.
Hold on. Can I just?
Yes, please.
Can I just offer up something? If you ever say the phrase, I gotta rescue my wife from another man's hotel room, I'm gonna say this: your marriage might not be as solid as you think.
Might not. And this is in 2021. So after other alleged sexual harassment, sexual assault cases and allegations have been made public about said entertainer, if you still have to go rescue your wife from an alleged abuser's room, your wife.
Yeah, that's a double negative because that's not your wife.
Ladies, if you ever find yourself entertaining somebody outside of your committed relationship, just call them screaming and say, "Help! Come save me from the W Suites."
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly my thought process. Because you know you're not supposed to be there, girl. It's time for us to have a conversation, girl.
So while it's just a whole bunch of hubbaloo, while it's a whole lot going on,
you got yourself a good man, girl. You were never supposed to follow
Tell
Trey.
him to rescue you from the hotel room. Heaven knows how you got there. You're just a victim. Please rescue me from the Ritz-Carlton.
What? You said, right. You said you had the Ritz? Presidential suite? I'll be there in 15. Nigga, then he skipped all the important questions.
What's crazy is y'all
Ritz
are
downtown or uptown? Okay. Presidential.
You know the crazy part about this? Y'all are out shooting. Y'all no, it wasn't a W. It wasn't a Ritz-Carlton. They were in Vegas. The incident went down at the Cosmopolitan.
Baby, look. I know how it look a trip. I was at Henry's eating brunch And then these masked men came and put me in the hotel room. Come get me.
This Maryland man claimed he located Trey's hotel room and tried to rescue his wife. He said Trey and his guards attacked him and caused serious injuries, including a fractured eye socket. The police investigated, but no criminal charges were brought against Trey. In his motion, Trey said he had no idea about the lawsuit until he heard about the default judgment in the media. Now, Trey.
Trigger.
You being in the Cosmopolitan and then saying that this will ruin you is starting to make a little sense. Because why were you at the Cosmopolitan? Now I'm with you, Miss Janelle. I think he has $11,500,000. Not 500,000. Because what the fuck? This whole first of all, the sexual harassment is not funny.
No,
none of that shit is funny. What's funny is my man said he had to rescue his wife from Trey Songz hotel. Girl.
She set the blueprint. She set it up for all of us.
She did. Because girl, we know. It's okay.
Baby, next thing I know, like my purse is gone, my phone. That's why I ain't text you back. They put the bag over my head, and then I just wake up and I'm in the suite.
Girl,
come get me.
What's his nickname, C Major? What did he used to yell before every song? Yeah, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Yeah. Mr. Steal Your Girl. My man really, he felt that. He said, let me go get my girl.
I gotta get my bitch.
I gotta get my queen.
Go get my queen. Let me go.
Y'all niggas didn't hear ready. Y'all niggas didn't listen to ready like I listened to ready.
Yo,
y'all listen to Trey Day? Shit.
It was a whole summer.
Get my bitch.
It was a whole 2
Didn't
summers.
Trey say he invented sex?
Whoa. Yeah, you might have to bust up in the Cosmopolitan. C Major, would you bust up in the Cosmopolitan? First,
no, there's no call.
I'm sorry. There's no call that you could get to make you bust up in the Cosmopolitan.
Yo, what are we doing here? In fact, literally, what are we doing here?
It's crazy.
Hey,
I wound up here.
I was at the slots. Bag over my dome. Person phone went flying.
Mm-hmm.
When I emerged, when the chloroform wore off.
Right, yeah.
I was in this hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I cannot locate my drawers. Can you help me?
That's crazy. Cause you told me you was at the MGM. So I'm trying to figure out.
I could see C Major on the call. Sitting there. No urgency whatsoever. Like that's kind of crazy.
That's wild.
Because I know where the MGM. Who? And they just came and got you from the slot machine, huh? The Moonwalker, the MG, Michael Jackson joint. That's your favorite slot machine, and it's only in 2 casinos.
That's how it happened.
That's how it happened. All right.
Okay.
I'm on the way.
Yeah.
Major would be on his way home. Okay.
He's on his way to the airport.
I'm on the couch.
He's home. He's like, well, gotta find you a new mom.
Damn.
Well, Mimi, it's like it's just you and me too.
Slim, what? Let that shit happen to me. Oh, the kids already told. Kids already told Roger Rosmo. It's a rap.
Wait,
They
it's
did.
wait, it's a rap. How?
They told me if if Roger Rosmo did something that was detrimental to our relationship, she was told we still need we still need tea.
Yeah.
So
We're siding.
we're
We're siding over there.
we'll come visit you, but yeah. Now, if the shoe's on the other foot, I don't think I'd see them again. I think
Yes, it's a wrap.
it's a wrap for me. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Party done.
Party is done. All right, let's move on. These stories this week were kind of nuts. Have either of you taken the time to watch the Luther Vandross doc? I know we mentioned it last week, but
I haven't had time, but I'm very familiar with this controversy because I saw a lot of takes.
Oh yeah. So in the doc, I will say there were a few people I thought were missing based on imagery I saw in the 80s. And a lot of the interview takes and snippets that were used in the documentary, I would imagine Dionne Warwick would be a friend that someone would want to have a conversation with for this documentary. I would imagine that Patti. I would imagine a lot of people that he worked closely with, and shared intimate moments with would be included. This seems like a line was drawn in the sand to me. A lot of the people that were interviewed for this documentary seem like very, very, they did have a close relationship, or appear to have a close relationship with Luther, but they all appear to be like people who worked with him for a very long time, or were friends with him from very early on in his life, like high school friends and people that he's kept in his inner circle since then. So I don't have any issue with them and their stance, being that they've known him the longest, if that makes sense. And so what happened in the documentary is that they kind of skirted around his sexuality for a good portion of it. And when it did, you got to this certain point where you had no other choice but to talk about it, they brought up the clip of Patti LaBelle essentially outing him on Bravo, talking about some of the personal conversations that she's had with him and his views on coming out and what that meant to his career and what that meant to his mother. And his close friends that were interviewed in this doc took that as an offense, in that, no, we was rocking with Luther till we left this earth. It's not up to you to out him. And I feel like a lot of people did feel that way when that interview aired. You saw one half of, LGBTQ community, at least from my perspective, half of us were like, yo, why would you do that? Like, it didn't seem like it made a lot of sense to out him now. And the other half was like, oh, everybody knew. It's no big deal. He's gone now. No harm, no foul. His mother is gone now. So no harm, no foul. But I feel like his closest friends and the people who he's known for the majority of his life did not like it. And hence it was portrayed as evil. It was portrayed as she was a villain. It looked like it. The music stopped. The music changed in the doc. It got dark strings. The tone of I think they put a dark shade over the clip. Like it literally went from, here's Richard Marx talking about working with Luther and Rainbows and Sunshine, and then all of a sudden, boom, this clip. Yeah, they did it. The documentary did air it and portray it as a villainous act, and so I could see Patti LaBelle's team being like, "Whoa, where did this come from?"
Yeah, I think where people get caught up is like at the time that it happened, I'm sure that she got phone calls or, people in the industry who could reach her, who had thoughts or feelings about it that occurred at the time that happened, which was years ago. The editing of a documentary, like you said, everything that surrounded it, like we could have all been kosher. Everybody has worked through whatever feelings they had about it at the time. I actually remember when it aired, and I remember, the conversations around it. And then to have it framed up, especially after things have been resolved, to have it resurface and then have people then hyper focusing on that moment because of the way it was edited and then giving commentary about it now, I can see it being a problem because it was already dealt with. And the people who could have some say, Richard Marx got Patti LaBelle number. You know what I mean? Like a rack of people in the game, all of that could have been worked through. What I also, at the time when it happened, what I also didn't think anybody considered was in those conversations, did he mention to her that once he's gone, he don't mind her talking about it freely? And I think that people don't ever consider that. Like if I was on my if I had a condition where I knew, okay, it's gonna be terminal. If me and you chopping it up and I say, niggas ain't really know this and this and this and this. When I'm out of here, tell the story. Write the book. Get money.
I tell the worst, and I let these people know all my devious and dark secrets.
We don't know. I definitely don't think that she was telling that story out of malice.
No,
and we don't know. We don't know if he would have been all right with it.
So I do have a little bit more to add to as far as the documentary is concerned. LaBelle participated in an extensive interview for the documentary, but declined to sign release forms when denied the ability to see the final edit. So that gives you a little more insight into exactly why she wasn't included in the documentary. Probably the same for Dionne Warwick, as I mentioned earlier, and some of the other artists that we know were part of his life and long-standing friendships. Miss Janelle, you are okay. I'm gonna let you fix whatever that was. See, y'all laughed at soft launch, all right? Yeah. Y'all ready for the soft launch to YouTube, right?
Slim. Camera just left. Then my computer picked it up. And I don't even know what angle that was.
Yeah, that was probably from the laptop.
Yeah, that was the laptop, but I don't even know what I'm facing with that. Like, I didn't know where that was.
We're gonna let you get to figure that out. I love this.
You got
no problem. No problems when we were Patreon only. Not a problem at all. Yeah,
this feels racial.
It does. Page 6 also reports that key elements of LaBelle's deep connection to Vandross, such as her care for him during his illness and their mutual impact on each other's lives, were omitted from the documentary. LaBelle continues to tour and has not yet watched the film. Good shit, good shit for her. I think, I don't fault either side really, except for the fact that you didn't have to go do. You didn't have to change the music. You didn't have to make it seem like such an attack on his legacy, because most people did not feel that it was an attack on his legacy. If you ask most women who swooned for his voice and the music that he created in the 80s, a lot of them already knew. It was the rest of the world that have never if you're not familiar with the culture, then you just don't know. But it wasn't some huge secret.
Like, think about what you say when you say that somebody's sexual orientation being mentioned is an attack on their legacy. Like, what is that? Who a person loves there's nothing about that tarnishes one's legacy.
No.
Like,
Okay. Well, that's all I have for John News. Oh, shit. Let me. Yeah, that was it. Did we have anything else? That was it. We got homegirl telling her man that she
help.
We got Skip.
Hey, I got a question for y'all, because
What's
I'm not chronically online, but I heard something about there's another Cat Williams interview.
I heard that as well.
Have you seen anything? Because I remember when the first one went down, I couldn't escape the clips.
Yeah,
but now I haven't seen anything about that.
I just heard it was coming soon.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it actually
if it's happened or not.
Yeah, I don't know if it's happened or not, but
I do have 3 hours for Cat.
Not another 3 hours. No. Another somebody wrap this up and summarize it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got one of those, maybe 45 minutes for somebody to hit all the key points, but 3 hours was a lot of time to dedicate. I'm finding that a lot of podcasters are doing these extra long podcasts in an attempt to prove something. And I'm no longer in the business of using me to prove something. So wrap it up, bro. We could get this done in an hour. We really could. An hour and 20 minutes, hour 30 minutes, get out of there. 4 hour, 3 hour podcast. That's a lot. That's a lot to do. And I understand why you're doing it. I'm gonna let the big you people with the names and the whatever power position player y'all doing with the streaming and all that, figure it out. And then the rest of us will figure it out when y'all are done experimenting. How about that? 3 hours? No. I don't have that kind of time for you. I got things to do. I got a life. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't coach with them. Can't play with them. Can't do it. It snowed here. Atlanta is so unserious with the snow.
My condolences.
I stayed in the house. I've been in the house. Well, we did go out to breakfast yesterday. The streets were clear. And let me tell you about the serious and unseriousness of Atlanta. So where I live, nobody's on the roads. Nobody did anything. The brunch spots that I like to go to that don't have grass walls were empty. There was no wait. If you knew how to handle yourself and drive and go get some good food, you could do that. But the unserious part of Atlanta decided to take their 6-figure cars out, do donuts in the middle of the city. There were a lot of those like ATV, 4-wheeler type vehicles driving all through the city, having just funning. It looked like a great time if I was in my 20s and 30s and was still of that fuck it YOLO mentality, right? But I'm 48. I got a house. I got a mortgage. My joints, I got to stretch every day. I got supplements that I need to take. I got to make it to the next day. All of that shit that I saw flying across my timeline in the past 48 to 72 hours it was craziness. And I laughed and it was funny. I love the snowball. I love the snowman shit. I love Jeezy taking the opportunity and giving these people, I don't know what they want.
I saw snowmen getting wave checked.
Yes.
I saw snowmen getting lineups and fades.
Mm-hmm.
I saw snow women with BBLs and bust downs.
Mm-hmm. The Cheetah Lounge had a snow stripper informing their clients that they would be closed due to inclement weather. And then, I mean, the watching a town or a city or a group of people who've never experienced snow is always going to be entertaining to me. But going out in it and participating is not entertaining to me anymore. I've grown up in the area that experiences snow. I've been through several blizzards in my lifetime. Snowmageddon being the worst. It's not fun. This was cute. It was a good 6-7 inches in some places. I think they might have gotten up to 10, depending on where you are in the metropolitan area. But they quickly knew, the adults, the serious folks, were pissed. Trees are falling. These Atlanta trees they can't do this.
Not built.
Can't handle this.
They're not built for snow, ice. These streets are not built for snow and ice. I don't know what they put on the ground. It doesn't look like anything the DMV has ever.
Put pop rocks on the ground.
They put lemon pepper. They season the streets with chicken. With whatever they batter the lobster tails with. I don't know, but it didn't look like
lobster
traditional
tail batters. But
yo,
it didn't look like
craziness
salt.
on the roads.
No, it looked crazy down here. I grilled because me, fresh snow. I thought I'd given up grilling in the snow when I moved down here. Put my boots on, fired up the grill.
Got that old thing back.
Absolutely. Play some old school go-go's just to let them know just to remind them where I'm from. And we do this. Yeah, man. But the overall consensus is that the young folks had a good time. I'm glad they did. It was all fun again. It was fun. It was fun time. At the end of the day, as unserious as all of the shit was, Bammas was having fun. So good for them.
Shout out to my man who backed the range out in the driveway and just put on the fur and the all white to take the picture.
Why wouldn't you?
This was the prompt. You got to understand, there's so many creators down here. So anything you could do, if you were an influencer down here, this was a perfect opportunity to go outside and do some. You should have gotten at least a week's worth of content out of this snow if you're a creator or an influencer. If you wasn't outside doing you're not getting to it. You're not serious about anything. So the Bammas that was outside making the snowmen, the Bammas that was outside doing donuts in their Lamborghinis and G-Wagons, shout out to y'all. Y'all got content out there. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all know how to move. Y'all the true hustlers. But the rest of y'all sitting in the house still doing the same bullshit, trying to it's snow outside. Go outside.
Like in the DMV, we got around 10 inches or something like that. Let me tell you what pissed me off. Nick, and we went through Snowmageddon, which put me down for like maybe 5 days.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
People still ravage the toilet paper, the bread. Why are we off that? Even if boom, 100 Bammas live at your house. Cool.
100 Bammas.
100. You don't use a roll of paper every time you go to the bathroom. I work from home Monday and Tuesday. I probably do about 3 bathroom trips when I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
So that added about 3 trips to the bathroom to what's usually going on in the house.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't fix extra sandwiches.
Wait a minute.
We didn't need more cereal.
Did you need more milk?
Nothing got thrown
required.
off. But them shelves got dunished. Like, I'm like, what? We still on this? Have we learned nothing?
That shit got me wondering, do niggas just be having toilet tissue, period, in their house?
Just off regular.
Regular.
Do you have?
Because I didn't even
regular
have
groceries in your house.
Yeah.
Just on a day-to-day, can you feed your family? Because we didn't have to do a damn thing.
No.
We was like, oh, it's about to snow. Okay, bad.
If anything, I went to the store the morning before the snow kicked in, the day before, to get some specialty items for a particular recipe that I wanted to.
Because I'm in here.
Yeah.
Let me try this Peking duck because I'm not doing nothing else. But bread?
Water?
Toilet paper? Water?
Milk? Eggs? You think someone have eggs?
Don't just have that? Come on. We better than this, aren't we? We not.
I'm with you, especially for the DMV. Now down here, I purely expected.
Yeah, let it be mayhem and chaos. Y'all don't know.
They had no clue. They didn't know what it was going to be. 7 inches of snow. That's a blizzard. We might be in here forever. And that makes, it's the South. What you gonna do? They not used to it. What you gonna do?
But around here, nah. Wednesday, all roads clear. I'm going to work. Life is life. And I'm like, it's a nigga at home with 274 rolls of toilet paper
sitting on his
because he bought 275 and didn't bust down nothing. Like, you
didn't share. That's the other part.
That's the
didn't share with your family and friends who might need. You know what I'm saying? That's the other. Yeah, I'm with you, Miss Janelle. The DMV, y'all gotta grow up. Y'all gotta grow. You've been through this before. I know it's been a while since a significant amount of snow has hit the ground. Like, some shit.
We were adults then.
Yeah,
this is my generation and shit.
Yeah,
we were adults then, and
nigga, and we had a plan. Like everything. They put the little liquid down Saturday and Sunday. Everything. We were ready. The trucks was posted up on the side of the road. We were everything's fine. Even the neighborhoods, my neighborhood, they side streets. We good. Why the shelves?
Speak for yourself, Miss Janelle.
I'm sorry.
My county, 2 counties.
My county's tax money.
Yeah, my county was on it too. Well, my city.
My county's tax money goes to taking care of the county.
Yeah, my city was on it. They was on it. We got emails, updates, all of it. I felt really good about spending the amount of money that I spent in property taxes. That's one of those reminders. It's like, oh, okay, y'all are serious. Yeah, no power outages. We was good. We was good. I'm with you. Miss Janelle. Down here, just to reiterate how much they don't know about snow and ice and things of that nature. There was a conversation on my work team's chat about eating snow. Yeah, that was a real conversation. And then Ma on her way over mentioned how easy it was. She was like, nobody's out. They're all scared to drive. That's one thing. But the ones who did brave the highways, I'm going to need Fox Atlanta, CBS Atlanta News, whatever eyewitness news station, whatever y'all, tell these people to clean their cars off. There were so many cars out there just with ice hanging on the edge of their roofs. It's so many ways in which you could cause more accidents and injuries by not cleaning off your cars. And Alabama, Ma was able to. Now she's snapping a picture. This is how dangerous this is.
She's rolling and snapping a picture.
She's rolling and snapping a picture because it was so ridiculous. Ma owns a SUV. She cleans the entire SUV off because we're from the DMV. You clean the whole fucking car off.
Yeah.
She speeds past. She pulls up on a Bama who only has his portion of the windshield cleared off. Not the back, not the sides, not the top. Not even the passenger couldn't even see what was going on. This Bama was just rolling on 85.
No peripheral, nothing.
No, nothing.
Mm-mm.
Which
tells you about driving in Atlanta, which is why I stayed in the house for 48 hours. I just can't. I can't deal with it. All right. Well, snow in Atlanta. Most people had a good time. Sounds like DMV. People still don't know how to shop appropriately. I did have one more story about a portion of Generation Z bringing their parents to their interviews with them, but we will save that. I'll put a pin in that. I'll put it in the group chat for the next episode because I really want you all to read it, and then we could come. We could have a deeper conversation about what's going on. Thank you for everybody tuning in. As always, you can find us on Patreon. Thank you to our producers over on patreon.com. We are coming with a producers episode very soon. So stay tuned for that. As always, if you are a producer and you are a member on Patreon, you get the episode first. And you probably got the full episode. Working on it. We are working on it. Had some technical difficulties with YouTube. I had a technical difficulty with Patreon initially. My computer is smoking right now. It's a lot going on after we record, and I'm trying to figure it out. But I think what is going to have to happen is an upgrade on my computers to make sure that we get all of the content in all of the places that we need it. But thank you all for participating in Patreon. Like I said, you get the episode first. You get an extra episode if you're a member on Patreon. For our YouTube people, like, subscribe, and share. We're going to figure it out. I'm going to get you out a whole episode from last week, and we're going to get the whole episode from this week, which is why... Hey man, soft launch. Like I said, soft launch, not a lot of hoopla. I wasn't sure, so we're figuring it out. We're fixing it as we go. But thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. As always, you can find me, T Greasy, on Instagram, TikTok, and I think that's it. I'm not really on X anymore. I did find a new social media platform I've been hearing about called Fanbase that I might hop on. But yeah, that's where you can find me, Miss Janelle.
You can find me on Blue Sky and Instagram at Devious Dose. If TikTok goes away, hey, it is what it is. I'm also looking into setting up something on Fanbase, which will be specifically to talk to y'all. To talk to y'all about the touchy subjects. I want to get what y'all think about stuff.
Oh, that's cool. That's dope. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You can find me on OnlyFans at.
Oh, okay.
No, there we go.
Yeah. You can get me on Twitter at C Major.
C Major said the 11 million won't ruin him.
I tell you that. They got 11.02 million.
They got 11,125,000. Oh shit.
You can find me on Twitter at C Major PUHCEE. That's CEE Major PUHCEE, or X as they call it. You can get me on IG at C Major CEE Major. Fuck that UK nigga. And I'm on TikTok at C Major Player PLAYA.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.